Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I got good news. I got up today and I saw my messages and I got a message from YouTube saying that my video does not violate the terms of service. But I decided to delete that video because one, it would still get reported either way, but basically I won the appeal. So a boy chip, if you watch this video, there's no problem, man. You don't have to apologize because one, the strike is off my channel. Now even if I had the strike on my channel, alright, there's a lot I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna be talking for the first time ever, I'm gonna have to go out on these fucking apps, and that's Facebook and Twitter. I don't have a problem with IG. I don't have a problem with IG and right now, because I'm pretty sure Instagram is one of the best apps right now, because it doesn't have no fucking problems. Maybe some. And yes, I'm gonna defend your boy Maximillianmus again. I'm gonna be talking about Roman Reigns, WWE and AEW. Now I'm not just gonna, talk about one thing, then skip it like I normally do. I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna say some stuff that are serious, guys. Are serious. So, warning, if you get offended fast, get the fuck off this video. Now, let's start with Facebook and Twitter. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Facebook, I don't like Twitter too much, but could somebody please fucking tell me why in the world every time you buy a new phone or you mistakenly log out of your account on Twitter, why in the fuck do you need to give your phone number, even though you add a phone number, you add your phone number when you make your fucking account? And I'm so tired of Twitter's bullshit. I am so fucking tired of Twitter's bullshit. I actually had to make a new Twitter account because my old Twitter account, my main Twitter account, I can't sign in, cause it won't let me, and they don't accept some phone numbers. I am so tired of Twitter's bullshit. Seriously, I am so tired of fuck Twitter. It's one of the most worst apps ever. Not to mention, it's one of the most biggest hypocritical apps ever. And the reason I say Twitter is the most hypocritical apps ever is when you get your account suspended, they say no inappropriate tweets, no hate speech, but yet people could send death threats to celebrities and wrestlers. People could send death threats to Baron Corbin, and people could upload porn with naked women sucking some guy's dick. But that's okay. Twitter is a very hypocritical app. Alright, Facebook, they stay true to their word. Instagram, they stay true to their word. YouTube, they stay true to their word. But Twitter, if you're gonna ban people for saying hate speech, if you're gonna ban people for saying either homophobic, sexist, and racist comments, then you should be okay. For the racist comments, maybe I understand, but then again, if you're gonna allow people to upload fucking porn when there's kids on fucking Twitter, then you're a fucking hypocritical app. Fuck Twitter. Now we have Facebook. What's with this new law that Facebook brought out, where now they want your social security number and your and your ID before you sign in? You think for 1 second? You think for 1 fucking second I'm gonna give you my social security number? If you guys don't know, whatever you guys do, don't log out of your Facebook account. Do not log out of your Facebook account, and do not change your Facebook account. Because the reason I say that is, if you do log out, they will want your social security number, and if you deny it, you won't be able to sign in. Like, that's how fucking stupid this bullshit is. That's how fucking stupid this bullshit is. I'm not gonna give you personal information just because you're a big app. Just because you're Facebook, I'm not giving you my personal information. Okay, if you want my phone number, okay. But there's no fucking way I would ever sit there and give you personal information. These days, you do not share your personal information. You do not share your personal information these days, because you will get in trouble if you do that. I don't know what they might do. You know, you can't trust those people from Instagram. I mean, I'm sorry, from Facebook. I'm not gonna give you personal information. Fuck you and fuck your app. I do have a new Facebook account, but I'm thinking of quitting Facebook for good. Yes, I deleted. You see, I had multiple accounts on Facebook. I had the Boys Who Cry one, and I had like 4 or 5 Matthew George accounts with different profile pictures, backup accounts, because that I knew that I knew that one day, the one that I made in 2015 was gonna get into trouble. Because and not to mention the Facebook account is very old. It's 4 years old. So yeah, I joined in 2015. Remember, I joined for my main accounts, for my main Twitter account and my main Instagram account, and my main you see, for my main YouTube account, Facebook account, Twitter account, and Instagram account from 2015, those accounts are old. But you see, at least with Facebook, at least with YouTube, and at least with Instagram, I'm still signed in to the accounts that I made in 2014. I mean, oh my God, 2015. These days are different, 2000. I wasn't doing YouTube in 2014. If I was, I probably would have been at 1K by now. But yeah, guys, you see, and it doesn't stop at Facebook and Twitter. Like, it does not stop at Facebook and Twitter. Yesterday, not yesterday, about a couple days ago, my video got reported. Remind you that the only thing I said in that video is Maximillianmus has the rights to say what he wants. Like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna come on YouTube. And say that he was being racist and said that, because do you remember the video I made in August of 2018? Like, and I know that I know that I do dark comedy, blue comedy, whatever, but at the same time, I know it's comedy, but it's still kind of offensive. So yeah, I'm not probably gonna do that in this video. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna do that in this video, but you see, and when I made that apology video, people already knew. Priscilla Lopez told me yesterday when I called her on the phone, she said, I know it's blue comedy, or dark comedy as they call it. So she knows that I'm not really saying that to be racist or offensive and stuff like that. Now, And that's another thing. I am tired of people accusing people of being racist just for saying a joke. Like here's the thing. I know that you shouldn't say racial things as a joke. Like, seriously, people should stop that. But it's sometimes, you know, you're not doing it to be racist. You see, there's a difference on being racist, and there's a difference on saying a racist slur and not being racist. Which you shouldn't say racist bullshit anyway. So, yeah. But yeah, it's just so fucking stupid. Like, alright, if maximillianmus is gonna sit there and say that, oh, say racist stuff, I can't agree with that. But I know he's only doing it for dark comedy. Now here's the thing. Maximillianmus runs a trolling channel. Now, do I like trolling channels? To be honest, no. I'm just giving my opinion. And he takes that as him trolling, you know. And then you got some retard on the fucking internet saying that, oh, he thinks just because he's a troll channel he could make that an excuse. Really? 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 I'm turning into the fucking Miz. Really? You're saying that maximillianmus you're saying that maximillianmus is using trolling and it's for an excuse just to say stuff. Really? Okay, what about you people using that LGBT community bullshit just to put them in our movies, just to put them in our kids' cartoons, and just to shove the LGBT community down our fucking throat? How about that? How about the fact, really, what about the fact that you want to shove this effeminate and SJW bullshit down our throat? You want to shove women's rights down our throat. But here's the thing. I am not going to disrespect women in this video. Because the reason for that is, one, how am I going to go on Amy Moore or Sharnette or Sherilyn or whatever her name is, or, you know, Mickey XOXO or anybody's channel and say, oh, I respect you and stuff like that, and then come on video and disrespect women? That would make me look like that. It made me look like a hypocrite in some of the videos I made. But, and I'm not gonna sit there and disrespect women that are not effeminate. I'm not gonna sit here and I know I'm saying this 13 minutes into the video, but I'm not gonna disrespect women in this video, because then I should not. Seriously, I'm not gonna disrespect women. I'm not, because I'm gonna disrespect the effeminate women. Like, what a lot of people don't understand is there's a difference on a woman trying to fight for her rights, and there's a difference on a woman being effeminate. You know, I'm gonna give you an example in this video about what effeminate really is, or what's the difference between an SJW and an anti-SJW. Just because I'm an anti-SJW doesn't mean that I want to see a woman get abused. Just because I'm an anti-SJW doesn't mean that I support rape. Just because I'm an anti-SJW doesn't mean that I want to see a woman get killed. Alright, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm walking down the street. It's late at nighttime. There's nobody on the street. Let's say there's a teenager kid, a little girl, or adult woman, right? And you have this guy trying to kill and rape that girl. Say if I record it saying, oh my God, look what that man is doing. And then this, and remember, I post this in public, right? Do you know what would happen if I just say, nah, I'm not gonna help, because it'll make me an effeminate and it'll make me a social justice warrior if I help. You know, and so let's say I leave and don't help the girl or whatever. And let's say that man kills and rapes that girl. people will comment on that video saying, bro, why didn't you do anything? Why didn't you do anything? And then, do you imagine if I say, yeah, but if I did anything, it would make me an effeminate? You know what I'm trying to say? You know, and then people would be like, really, bro? It'll make you an effeminate and a social justice warrior. Look, I'm just gonna tell you this. Just because you defend something, you see, what people don't understand is they're too fast to call somebody a social justice warrior, and they're too fast to call somebody an effeminate. Look, when something goes, and let's say I record this and I go and help that little girl and put that man away, then people will say, congrats, that you did the right thing, bro. Like, the thing that I don't understand from people is they're too fast to call somebody a social justice warrior. Like, they are too fast to call somebody a social justice warrior. Like, seriously, they're too fast to call somebody an SJW. Like, if you see somebody trying to rape a child or trying to hurt a child and you help that person, like, okay, when you see somebody helping a child from not getting killed, don't look at them as a form of an SJW. No, that's going a little bit too fucking far when somebody sits there and, like, seriously, every time something happens in the news, and the people make videos saying, oh, they're social justice warriors. Look, how are they SJWs when they're only trying to see people not get killed? You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm not going to sit here and say I support women's rights. I feel like their rights are too much, but I'm not going to disrespect women in this video. But yeah, you want to sit there. This little faggot on his video wants to sit there and talk about how he did not, talk about how maximillianmus sits there and tries to use trolling as a fucking excuse just to say bullshit. Really? 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 What about the fact that the same people that say that, they use the excuse of, oh, women were in World War II, so they have a right to be in Battlefield 5. No, there was no women in World War II. So you guys are hypocrites when you fucking sit there and you guys use an excuse just so women could be in our fucking video games, just so women could be in our fucking games, you know, our fucking movies and stuff like that. Like, you're a fucking hypocrite. And also, you try to shove this LGBT community bullshit down our throat. We don't want to I don't want them shoved down my throat. Okay? Fuck the LGBT community. And if you think if you think for 1 second that I come out and talk about them when it comes to, you know, to YouTube, don't look no further than Facebook. I completely destroy them on Facebook. They won't dare. If you go on my Facebook right now and you see what I say about these fucking retards, about this fucking retarded LGBT community bullshit, the hair in the back of your head will stand up. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't escape that Orlando nightclub. You remember the Orlando shooting? You know, do you remember that? People got tired of the gay bullshit, and then at that they came and, you know, they mauled them down like a bunch of retards they are. Their flag is stupid. You wipe your ass with that fucking flag. Fuck that rainbow flag. But yeah, Maximillianmus has the rights to do what he wants. Now, when he condones racism, maybe that's going a little bit too far. But people don't have to sit there and apologize for anything. Like, seriously, he should not. Like, seriously, I got tired of the fucking bullshit that YouTube is. I'm sorry, not YouTube. Of that bullshit. Like, Maximillianmus has the rights to do what he wants. He has the rights to say what he wants. Just, he doesn't have the rights to say so much racist stuff. So yeah, and neither do I. Like, there's a line of going, when dark comedy goes too far, then you have to cut it. You see, if somebody is being racist, maybe they should stop. But I don't really give a fuck. But here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if somebody comes on YouTube and talks bad about gays, okay? I'm not gonna sit there and hate on a man that hates on something that I hate on. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and hate on something, on somebody that hates on the thing. Because if I come in and say, oh, he hates on gays, that will make me look like a hypocrite. Fuck the gays. Fuck the LGBT community. I don't give a fuck about their fucking ass. I hate their fucking ass. Like, I don't give a fuck. You think I give a fuck about what you people think about? I don't give a fuck. Like, let him say a bunch of homophobic shit. I don't give a fuck. Now, what I want to talk about, alright, I defended him. I'm not going to say more. Let's talk about Roman Reigns. I swear to God, if Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble and beats Brock Lesnar clean for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and you fucking faggots complain about it, you're all a bunch of retards. Cause one, it'll make you look like fucking hypocrites, because if you complain about Roman Reigns beating Brock Lesnar clean, and I better not hear, oh, it's not believable. Really? What about your fucking retarded set boy that's probably gonna bury Bray Wyatt? You know, he's gonna bury Bray Wyatt. Oh, the Fiend is gonna win. No, the Fiend is no. The Fiend is not gonna win at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm sorry, the Fiend is not gonna win at Hell in a Cell. No. Basically, they're probably gonna do the Fiend versus Brock. I mean, they're probably gonna do Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar again at Survivor Series. Like, they're probably gonna do that. Like, cause remember, Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins are 2-2. Like, they both beat each other 2 times. Like, Brock Lesnar at the 2015 Royal Rumble pinned Rollins, and then he beat him at Extreme Rules for the title. So yeah, there you go. There you fucking go. And not to mention that people already turned on Seth Rollins. The fans has been booing Rollins all through and through these pay-per-views. It's just the only reason WWE does not allow you to hear that. Is they want to get him over as a babyface. There we go again with a babyface getting booed. You think for 1 second he got the loudest boos in Charlotte? He got the loudest boos. Now in Toronto he got booed. He got booed, shattered with boos in Toronto. And guys, rightfully so. Like, rightfully so. I'm so glad they booed his ass out the building. I am so fucking glad they booed his ass out the building. He deserved to get booed out that building. Like, he deserved to get booed. Like, and you should have heard the boos that they gave him on Raw. Like, seriously, he deserves the fucking boos that he got. Because let me tell you something right now. Seth Rollins is a boring retard. Like, he's a very boring retard. Like, now, there's one thing that I don't agree with people, and that's wishing death upon Seth Rollins. I seen it on Twitter, Facebook, hell, even Instagram, hell, even YouTube. In the YouTube comments, oh, I hope you get shot. Okay, look, you realize that you cannot wish death upon people for doing a fake sport. Like, you can't do that. But yeah, I understand your frustration with him because he's being shoved down your throat. But don't sit there and wish death upon Seth Rollins. Like, don't sit there and wish death upon Seth Rollins. Like, seriously, don't sit there and wish death upon Seth Rollins. Yeah, he's a fucking retard. He fucking sucks. He can't cut a promo. He can't wrestle. But at least he's not Finn Balor. And even with Finn Balor, don't wish death upon anybody. Like, I know that there's these two guys on the internet that said that they wish Finn Balor got the leukemia. Okay, look, I understand Finn Balor's a fucking faggot. If he was gay, maybe, you know. Don't wish death upon straight people, only on gay people. But yeah, because, you know, I don't give a fuck what people say about them. I don't give a fuck. You see, you people don't understand how much I hate them. And they're gonna die from AIDS either way. Like, you know, I hate their fucking ass. And that's not dark comedy. That's not dark comedy. That's how I really fucking feel. Like, that's how I really fucking feel. Like, and going back to maximillianmus, didn't fucking PewDiePie say the fucking N-word? Like, he even said the fucking N-word. But it's okay when PewDiePie says it. No, PewDiePie does not have the rights to say the N-word and get away with it, okay? I don't give a fuck how many, and don't say, oh, he's got, I don't give a fuck how many subscribers he gets. I don't care, I don't give a fuck how famous he gets. He does not have the fucking rights to sit there and say the N-word on a live stream. And then you get some people, oh, it's just a word. Bullshit. Fuck you, you fucking faggot. No, it's not just a word. Take your mouth off PewDiePie's fucking dick. Like, take your mouth off PewDiePie's fucking dick, because that makes you look like a fucking hypocrite. Remember, PewDiePie made a Nazi joke. Remember, he made a Nazi joke on Twitter and got banned, and then that his fans are like, why did he get banned? That's PewDiePie. I don't give a fuck if it's PewDiePie. He deserves to get banned. You don't sit there and make a Nazi joke. Like, you don't sit there and make and make Nazi jokes and think you're gonna get away with it. Like, just because, you see, PewDiePie has a big fucking ego. He thinks that just because he's got so many subscribers, just because he's the most famous YouTuber, he thinks he could fucking sit there and say anything without any repercussions. Like, no. You can't sit there as a white man, and say the fucking N-word. And don't give me this fucking bullshit about, oh, what about if they're half black, and I don't give a fuck. You see, here's the thing. If you're half black and half white, but you have white skin, you're still not allowed to say the fucking N-word. I don't give a fuck about, oh, what about the R and L? What about the R? Is the R, the one with the R is bad, but the one with the A, I don't give a fuck about the R and the A. They're both offensive things to say. Like, and not to mention, I have to say this, it's mostly these Mexican people, not the adult these teenage ghetto wannabe Mexican people, that teenagers, by the way, not the adult ones. The adult ones know better, but that say the N-word. You do not have the rights to say the fucking N-word and think you're gonna get away with it. Oh, he's saying it as a friend. I don't give a flying fuck from a monkey's balls, from a rat's prick, how is he saying it, or how is she saying it. Just because you're a different minority and not an American, just because you're Mexican and Puerto Rican or Latino or anything, does not give you the fucking rights to say the N-word. Oh, they're saying it as a friend. No, I don't give a fuck how they're saying it. It's still racist towards black people. It's still racist. It's still racist towards black fucking people. I don't give a fuck what you people say. It's so offensive. No. Scratch that. Highly offensive. And when I say highly offensive, it's very, very highly offensive. Because I don't give a fuck how they say it. How would you like if I say stupid Mexican as calling you a friend? You wouldn't like that, right? You wouldn't like that. You see, no, I'm tired of this Mexican bullshit. Like, I don't care if Priscilla Lopez is full Mexican. I am so tired of and that's another thing that people like to shove down our throat. That's another thing that the media and the Democrats and the Republicans like to shove down our throat. You know, again, I know Priscilla Lopez is full Mexican, but if you think they shove effeminate women's rights and LGBT community down our throat, they try to shove Mexicans down our throat too. Let's bring more of them, even though America is full of them, and they're the sole reason why our economy and our ID system is destroyed. They're the reason that a person like me or person like you, it's hard to get an ID, because back in 2002, 2001, they would make fake accounts they would make fake IDs to get in America. Like I'm tired of it. Oh, selling drugs is illegal. You know, hitting women is against the law, but yet Mexicans sneaking in our fucking country in back of trucks is okay, but that's not a fucking crime. Like, no, seriously, I'm not being racist, but I don't give a fuck about that racist bullshit. Telling the truth doesn't make you racist. I am tired of these Mexican people trying to be shoved down our throat. They are like the fucking indie wrestlers where you don't want them, but they keep coming. I'm tired of them coming here, taking our jobs, thinking that they own this place, putting their stupid flag on our poles. Seriously, I am tired of it. Like, I got tired of it. You know, alright, women's rights, you know, yeah, women's rights is a fucking bullshit ass, stupid ass, retarded ass thing, but at least they're here in America. Hell, even LGBT community, you know, yeah, it fucking sucks and stuff like that, but you don't see them every day. You don't see gay people every day. You don't see gay and lesbian every day. Like, you hardly see them. You hardly see gay and lesbians walking on streets. There's more straight people than anything else. Mexican people, there's too many of them. When we said that this is a free country, we didn't mean it was free for you. Like, seriously, I'm tired of them being shoved down our throat. Like, that makes them look like fools. We don't want them here, but they just keep coming here. We're building a fucking wall to keep them out, and they still want to come. What does that say? That says that they're fools. Stay in your own fucking country. Like, go to your own fucking country. Like, seriously. You see, no, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna have to tell the truth. This is why they're the most hated culture, the most hated race on God's green earth. Everybody hates their fucking ass, and they're not hating them to be racist. They hate them that they can't depend on themselves. They made a history of living off America, and not only America. They even want to go in Toronto, even though they were threw out of Toronto. Even though they were thrown out of Toronto. Like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, so fucking stupid. Like, and now, you know what? Forget about that. Let's get to the WWE. No, I gotta talk about this 24/7 championship. This 24/7 championship is a fucking joke. Nothing but jobbers held this championship. No, seriously, and I'm not even joking. The 24/7 championship has more history and more championship holders than the Universal Championship. From different genders. Like, I am tired of the bullshit that we have to deal with this R-Truth bullshit. Like, what's with this R-Truth bullshit? First he's a fucking jobber, then he's a main star, then he's like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Is he a fucking retard? He's the definition of PG. Like, and we all know WWE is trying to make him the new Booker T. You're never gonna do that with a fucking retard that can't talk. Like, you ever heard the way he talks? You can't make him the next Booker T, cause at least Booker T had talent. You know, at least Booker T could wrestle. You know, Booker T wasn't boring. Like, seriously. What's with this fucking stupid, retarded 24/7 fucking championship bullshit? This is a joke. The European Championship was never defended that much. The Hardcore Championship was never defended that much. Even the TV Championship in WCW was not defended that much. Like, I got tired of it. I have never fucking seen so much bullshit going on at once. Like, seriously. Seriously, I have never fucking seen this fucking bullshit before. What the fuck is with the, like, seriously, and then they ask why their ratings are so fucking down. Then they ask why their ratings are so fucking down. Like, look what you've been putting on our television. Like, you know, I said this in that other video about WWE, and I'm gonna say it again. You see, what the problem with WWE is, and AEW, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna talk about that homosexual company too. And going back to Facebook, there's so many SJWs and effeminate on Facebook. You know how many times I completely buried the effeminate and SJW bullshit? Like, I love getting in arguments with SJWs and the Fenneman, because I completely fucking buried them. I love arguing with them, and I love pissing them off. I love saying things that piss them off. When I piss them off and they have a bad day and get in a car accident and die, that's my enjoyment. Fuck the LGBT community, and fuck the social justice warriors, and fuck the Fenneman. I'm the reason that they have a bad day. When they have a bad day, that makes my day. When I piss them off and ruin their day, fuck the Fenneman and fuck the SJWs. You have no idea. You have no idea how bad I love when they have a bad day. And then they go to the doctor, and the doctor says you have cancer and you have then they fucking die, because that's what they need to do. SJWs and the Fenneman need to fucking die. They need to be shot, just like the gay people got shot in Orlando. All we need is for the ISIS to get them in one place at once. All we need is we need to make a trap for SJWs and the Fenneman. Get them in a nightclub. Just like the Orlando shooting, remember? Where a bunch of gay and lesbian got shot because they're a bunch of sick fucking freaks, and even the ISIS know that they're fucking retarded and they bring disease like fucking AIDS, so fuck the LGBT community. But, yeah, it's just, we need to gun them down. Like, we just need to gun their fucking ass down. Seriously, if the ISIS watch this video, please get your guns and kill Fenneman. Just shoot them down. Just shoot them down. Kick them in the face, and then kill the social justice warriors. You know, then I would actually join ISIS and say thank you ISIS if they killed. I already thanked them when what they did to the Orlando shooting, you know, because I hate their fucking ass. You know, I hate their fucking ass. So why would I sit there and cry over something I hate? Fuck the LGBT community. Fuck the LGBT community cube. Fuck them. Like, fuck them. Now, going back to WWE. I said this in my other video. Why in the fuck does WWE sit there and wonder why their ratings are down. You know why your ratings are so down? Look what you've been putting on our television. Just look. You think for one fucking second? You think for one fucking second we want to watch a bunch of jobbers? And not to mention, since that fucking belt, since the 24/7 championship belt got announced or was revealed, not one big name held it. Do you know what the 24/7 championship is? Let me tell you what the 24/7 championship is, guys. The 24/7 championship is for jobbers. It's for people that will never win the Universal Championship. But then again, I'm pretty sure being the 24/7 Championship is more prestigious than being the Universal Championship, because the Universal Championship fucking sucks, and the first person to hold it is an LGBT community dick sucker, a fucking faggot, and Finn Balor. Like, seriously. And even Finn Balor even Finn Balor didn't even hold the championship. The 24/7 championship. Even he didn't even hold it. None of the big names, which I'm not saying Finn Balor's a big name. What I'm saying is he didn't even hold it. Not one person that is a big name ever held that championship. When you see did you see how they run after people? Like, do you see how these jobbers run after each other for the belt? Like, they're running after the person that holds the 24/7 championship. They're running after that person like that person is the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion. So you mean to tell me we can't get the big gold belt back, but we could get a green fucking championship that looks like a fucking nickel? So you mean to tell me you're gonna disrespect the big gold belt, a belt that has more prestige than the fucking Universal Championship? You see, the Universal Championship looks like a fruit fucking roll-up. It looks like a woman took her pants off. No, yeah, it looks like a woman took her pants off that has her period, took the WWE Championship, rubbed it on her fucking pussy, and here comes the Universal Championship. The period red belt. It looks like a woman's belt. I don't give a fuck who says anything. The Universal Championship looks like a woman's belt. It looks like a fucking woman's belt. Red leather, like... And going back to the WWE, going back to the Universal Championship, when they revealed the Universal Championship at SummerSlam 2016, they booed the hell out of that belt. That belt got booed. To the point where you had to give it to Brock Lesnar and Goldberg to make some prestige, because the first person to hold the Universal Championship is a fucking faggot. Finn Balor. Now, you know what I don't understand about WWE? This is what I don't understand. In 2016, you made a brand split. And for the last 3 fucking years, we had to endure that fucking brand split. What I don't understand is, if you were gonna do that, fine, do that. Fine, do that. If you wanted to do a brand split, fine. What I don't understand from WWE is, why make a whole new belt that you know is gonna get a lot of criticism when there's a championship in Connecticut in a glass called the Big Gold Belt? You know why? It's just another reason. It's just another reason to hate on the WWE. It's just another reason to make WCW look bad. It's just another attempt to make WCW look bad. It's just another attempt to disrespect the Big Gold Belt. Now, to be fair, I didn't like, okay, if they brought back the Big Gold Belt, it would either go on Rollins or Finn Balor. And one, the Big Gold Belt is too prestigious to be on gay men. Like, that belt was held by straight men. Like, the Big Gold Belt was held by straight fucking men, not gay people. Gay people cannot hold the Big Gold Belt, because it would ruin the person's, it would ruin the legitimacy of the championship. It would ruin the legitimacy of the championship. And they don't deserve to have that belt does not deserve to be on their waist around Finn Balor. And I wouldn't want to see the Big Gold Belt be disrespected like that. No. The last days of the Big Gold Belt was sad. The last time I seen the Big Gold Belt was 2014. The night before SummerSlam, when Brock Lesnar beat John Cena. And then after that SummerSlam, we got a new championship belt. Yeah, we got a new championship belt. And then then we had to endure the Universal Championship in 2016. Like, 2016 has to be one of the worst fucking years for WWE. Like, 2016 was a good year because the Orlando fucking shooting happened and they killed gay and lesbian and transgenders because they deserve to fucking die. But for WWE, it sucked. And then you get this Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston situation. You see, here's the thing. WWE has just kicked himself in the fucking ass. Because you made it to a point where you have no choice but to have Brock Lesnar win the WWE Championship. Because there's rumors on the internet saying that they want to do Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, but this time Roman Reigns to beat Brock Lesnar clean. And let me tell you something right now. If Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar clean, like, let's say that Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, which the chances of Roman Reigns winning another championship is 0. Because you know Eric Rowan is going to get involved. Like, I don't know what's with this, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But seriously, I better not hear any fucking faggot or lesbian complaint if Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble this year. You know he's going to win the Royal Rumble this year, because he... Alright, forget about it. This is how you know WWE. WWE, I don't understand them. Like, I don't understand them. You were scared to put the championship on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31, but yet you put it on Rollins. What makes Seth Rollins better than Roman Reigns? When Roman Reigns is a better wrestler, he's a better human being, which I won't say Seth Rollins is not a good human being. I mean, the man is a straight man that sleeps with a man. You see what I did there? Like, you could basically say that Seth Rollins is gay. I don't give a fuck who says anything. Seth Rollins is not a straight man. He is a gay man. He's dating a man. And not to mention, speaking about Seth Rollins exposing his homosexuality, there was a segment, and you guys know where I'm going, on fucking Raw. In 2014, where it was Kane, Triple H, Stephanie, and Seth Rollins in a segment. And this segment, if you guys don't know this, do not look it up. Click off this video, because I will ruin Seth Rollins for you. If you're a big Seth Rollins fan, I'm sorry, but I will ruin Seth Rollins for you. I will ruin Seth Rollins for you. Because they actually ruined Seth Rollins for me, which I hated his ass back then too. I don't hate Seth Rollins now because he's a babyface, but I'm kind of getting tired of his babyface bullshit. Like, he's been a babyface for too long. Like, and you know he's gonna turn heel sooner or later. And you know, even see, you know what I don't understand? It doesn't fucking matter if he's a heel or a babyface. I'll boo him either way. If he's a babyface, I'll boo him. If he's a heel, I'll boo him. Same with Shinsuke Faggot. Like, same thing with that Japanese faggot that won the 2018 Royal Rumble. What's his name? Shinsuke Nakamura. When they turned him heel, it didn't matter. Because I would boo him either way. I would boo him as a babyface. I would boo him as a heel. I would boo him as a tweener. I would boo him if he had cancer. I would actually be for the cancer. But you see, yeah, I would boo him either way. Same with AJ Styles. You think no, I'm just joking. I'm not wishing cancer on Shinsuke Nakamura. The man eats dogs and cats, so he's high risk on getting cancer. He's a fucking Japanese fucking faggot. But, okay, this AJ Styles heel turn. What's the difference? What's the difference on AJ Styles being a fucking heel? Oh, Matthew George is gonna boo him now that he's a heel. No, I booed him as a babyface too. Oh, and then you're gonna get the Smarks. Oh, you're hypocritical. You say Smarks boo the babyface and cheer for the heel. Well, one, I don't boo AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Nakamura because I hate their character, because they have no character to hate. I booed them because I hate them personally. I don't like their sexuality because their sexuality is stupid. Like, you know, Finn Balor, you know that Finn Balor gets a bunch of giant cocks in his fucking ass. But yeah. But what I was gonna say, if Roman Reigns wins the WWE Championship, but now it should be Roman Reigns instead of Brock Lesnar. Like, seriously, if they put Kofi Kingston versus Roman Reigns, maybe. But the reason they can't do that, because I don't like bullies. Eric Rowan would come, even though, okay, I'm getting tired of this Eric Rowan bullshit. Like, what makes Eric Rowan a star all of a sudden? This man, like, what's with these Wyatt family members becoming stars all of a sudden? You know how the Shield members can't keep away from each other? Now, the Wyatt family members can't keep away from each other. Oh, Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship, and a match that everybody knows the outcome of, because we all know the Fiend is going to get involved. Because for some reason now Bray Wyatt is this leader of masses and stuff like that. You realize that Bray Wyatt has not won a single match since 2017, right? You realize that, right? you realize that the feed is just Bray fucking Wyatt in a fucking mask that's probably gonna get his ass kicked on Raw. I mean, that's probably gonna get his ass kicked by Braun Strowman on Raw. Or probably gonna lose. No, why do I say probably? He's going to lose at Hell in a Cell. He's going to lose at Hell in a Cell. Mark my words. You're gonna get him cutting these dark promos. I'm the eater of worlds. Even fucking Braun Strowman said that he's a Mr. Rogers wannabe. Even Braun Strowman. Even Braun Strowman said that he's a Wyatt. Even Braun fucking Strowman. Braun fucking Strowman said that Bray Wyatt is a Mr. Rogers wannabe. When are people gonna see that this guy is garbage? Like, when are people gonna see that Braun Strowman is garbage? Oh, he's the feed. I don't give a flying fuck. Yeah, he's the feed, but he's also a loser. He has not won one match. And he has not competed on Raw since being the feed. Oh, he beat Finn Balor. Everybody beats Finn Balor. And I'm pretty sure, and the only reason he beat Finn Balor is because Finn Balor was taking some time off after SummerSlam, because I'm pretty sure if Finn Balor wasn't going to take time off, Finn Balor would probably beat the feed. Not saying that I wanted Finn Balor to win. I'm actually happy that the feed won, but Bray Wyatt is a loser. His whole entire career he attacked people, and his attacks on people didn't make sense because he never gave us an explanation why he attacked people. Like, why did he attack Dean Ambrose for no reasons? Or why did he attack Seth Rollins once for no reasons? Or why did he attack Roman Reigns one time for no reasons? Or why did he attack Lesnar for no reasons? Or why did he attack John Cena for no reasons? And then when he attacked John Cena and Cena beat him, then people were saying, Cena buried Bray Wyatt. No, he buried himself, because one, Cena wasn't bothering him. He attacked Cena first. Then, similar situation in 2015 where he attacked Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns beat him clean, and then at that people were like, how could Roman Reigns bother Bray Wyatt for no reasons? One, he attacked Roman Reigns first at the 2015 Money in the Bank match for over no reasons, and acting like a pedophile in a dark room looking at Roman Reigns' daughter. And not to mention, he attacked Randy Orton too. But what happened when he attacked Randy Orton? What happened? He lost. Oh, he beat Dean Ambrose. And not to mention, you should have heard JBL back in 2014. Ambrose is going to regret the day he went after Bray Wyatt. He didn't go after Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt attacked Dean Ambrose first. And then, for over no reasons, seriously, for over no fucking reasons, he attacked Kane, he attacked Undertaker, for over no fucking reasons. And then after that, then he bothered The Undertaker for over no reasons. Like, this guy picks on people and then he loses, and then people blame him for that. Like, seriously, this guy blames people for the bullshit. Like, how are you gonna blame somebody for beating a guy that attacked them for over no reason? Everybody that made videos on Bray Wyatt said, why does Bray Wyatt attack people for over no reasons? He did it with Cena, he did it with Roman Reigns, he did it with Randy Orton, and he did it with Dean Ambrose. Like, everybody that Bray Wyatt feud with, they were always the victim. Like, seriously, this friendly firehouse thing is getting fucking stupid. Basically, what they're trying to do, they're trying to make him that kind of dynamic. They're trying to make him a dramatic character, where he thinks he pretends to be good, and then he turns into the Feed. First he's Mr. Rogers, then he's fucking Jason Voorhees. No, you can't do that with a fat guy. Like, and then you have his feuds. Oh my god, this guy's feuds. Like, and then people are going crazy over the fact that you get to play as him in 2K19. I mean, in 2K20. Why? Why are people sucking this guy's dick and going crazy over it? You realize that if the feed didn't make it to 2K20, there's something called community creations these days, where there's a lot of good creators out there that could actually create the feed. Like, wow. I don't understand this. He lost at a live show. Like, and that's another thing of WWE's fucking bullshit. Why are you doing Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt at a house show, at a dark show, at whatever? At a live show or a dark match or whatever? Why are you doing that when they're gonna fight at the fucking pay-per-view? Like, they did the same with Kevin Owens and AJ Styles a few years ago, when AJ Styles won the United States Championship at a live show, and they were fighting at the pay-per-view. Like, could somebody please tell me how in the hell are these two people gonna fight at the pay-per-view? How is Seth Rollins? Why are they putting Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt at a house show, at a pay-per-view? Like, and I don't know if the Universal Championship was on the line, but let's say Bray Wyatt won that title. Let's say Bray Wyatt won. That would change plans for Hell in a Cell. Like, and don't think for 1 second the feed is gonna win at Bray. Don't think for 1 second the feed is gonna win at Hell in a Cell. Seth Rollins is gonna curve stomp him 1, 2, 3, and we all know Seth Rollins could be beating Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar for the last 2 pay-per-views or whatever, and nobody has a problem with that. People are gonna cheer him. But once he beats the feed, boo, boo! He's beating the guy that lost every single match since his debut, boo! And he just beat 2 legitimate giants. Like, seriously, if the fans turn on Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell, if Seth Rollins beats the feed, you guys are hypocrites, because Seth Rollins could be beating these giant men with 1 curve stomp and stuff like that. But then after that, here comes the feed. If the feed loses I'm actually rooting for Seth Rollins to beat Bray Wyatt, to see how hypocritical the fans are. And they only took the title off Lesnar because they had to have a good they had to have a good main event for the SmackDown pay-per-view, and then you get but before I talk about that, AEW, fuck AEW. Like, I'm so tired of AEW. Like, I'm tired of hearing about it. Let's have a man win the Women's Royal Rumble. Let's throw casual fans away. Fuck AEW. That's all I have to say. It's gay. They sign LGBT community people. They're faggots. Fuck the LGBT community and fuck AEW. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of hearing about it. Like, it's dying down anyway. Nobody's talking about AEW anymore. Like, people are kind of sick and tired of AEW. Like, they did too much wrong. Let's have a man win the Women's Royal Rumble, and let's completely have Chris Jericho be our main champion. You see, the problem with AEW is so fucking hypocritical. AEW is so fucking hypocritical. Let me tell you why AEW is hypocritical. They say, oh, WWE, they depend on part-timers. Look, they have Brock Lesnar as champion, but yet you depend on Chris Jericho. You're depending on a guy that's been in WWE for 20 years. What about the fact that AEW cannot sign and make their own stars? Oh, we're not TNA. AEW is better than TNA, really? But you're sure ripping off TNA. Oh, AEW is not TNA. The only thing they're doing is they're waiting for WWE to release people to sign them. Congratulations, faggot. Congratulations, faggot. You just admitted that AEW is TNA. And TNA was way better than AEW. You see, the problem with AEW is they can't keep WWE out of their mouth. Look, let me give you some advice on being a successful wrestling company when you're trying to feud with another wrestling company. When you're trying to be successful, a successful wrestling company, you don't mention another wrestling company that's bigger than you. You don't. Don't mention another wrestling company that has more money and that's more richer and that's more better than you. Like, okay? Don't sit there and mention WWE all the time. One, ECW and TNA and WCW used to mention WWE, but not that much. You see, the thing with AEW is they're trying to bring back the Monday Night Wars. You're never gonna do that. WCW versus WWE was something big. That the Monday Night Wars was something big. Nobody gives a fuck about AEW versus NXT. You both suck. You both have no characters. You both sign gay people. You both need to be shot on sight. Like, seriously, nobody wants to fucking sit there. Nobody wants to fucking sit there and hear what AEW has to say. I know, let's throw fans away. Let's have a man win the Women's Royal Rumble. Let's have a transgender man win a Women's Royal Rumble. It doesn't matter what gender he is or how he runs his gender. He's still a man and he shouldn't be winning Women's Royal Rumbles. Like, he shouldn't be winning, and they got a lot of hate for that, rightfully so. Fuck AEW. Jim Cornette buried AEW. Not to mention that fucking JR is an announcer in AEW, right? JR signs with AEW, right? But he buries everybody and he buries the company to their face. Like, every time somebody comes out, JR like, he has no character. Like, did anybody pay attention to that? Conan was talking on YouTube about JR burying AEW, like, and I was laughing every time JR buried AEW. Like, he's an announcer in AEW, but like, he never gives people credit when he announces the match. I'm like, Thank you, JR. Like, it's not like he used to do back in WWE where he's like, Cena's got a heart of a champion. He's got a heart of a lion. Or when a high spot happens, you don't hear JR, "By God!" You know, he doesn't do that in AEW. Basically, JR is saying, this company sucks. What am I doing here? Batista even said it. AEW has no star power. I'm like, you know, because Batista is a straight man. He sees through the gayness that AEW is. And not to mention, people don't call it AEW. They call it Gay EW. When AEW was announced, they actually made a logo called AEW Already Sucks. Listen to this. AEW Already Sucks. AEW already sucks, and the company didn't even make its appearance yet. To tell you the truth, there's more haters on the AEW side than now there is. Like, let's have Chris Jericho. But you know, I'm actually happy that Chris Jericho buried Adam, whatever his name is, Adam Gay. But seriously, and then you have Adam Cole. You have Adam Cole. Could I please ask you something? What's with this bay shit? Adam Cole. Let me ask you something. Adam, fuck. If you take the G, if you take the B and put a G right in front of where you say bay, put the G by the Y and by the A and the Y, and guess what that spells? Guess what that spells, Adam Cole? That spells gay, gay, gay. They should say gay, 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 gay. They can't say that on television. But no, they could say that on television because nobody gives a fuck about gay people. But seriously, the jokes make themselves right there, Adam Cole. You're gonna have to stop saying gay, bay, bay, bay. Do you live in Green Bay, Wisconsin or something like that? Are you a fan of the Green Bay Packers or something like that? Because all you need to do is take the B and put the G by the A and the Y, and I wonder what that spells. What does G-A-Y spell? Yeah, something that you are, something that Johnny Gargano is, gay. How about that, you fucking faggot? But I'm not lying to you. When you look at Tommaso Ciampa, it looks like he's been on a fucking 3-year diet. He looks like an anorexic Ryback. That's what he looks like. He looks like Ryback went on an anorexic diet. Like, seriously. I got tired of the bullshit that WWE is throwing. Seriously, what's with this forcing of WWE's bullshit? Like, I got tired of it. Like, fuck WWE and fuck AEW. See, the problem with WWE, going back to what I was saying, is they think that they don't know their own demographic. Like, they don't know their own demographic. See, back in the Attitude Era, what WWE is, what they would do, they would pander to all demographics. You know, these days they only pander to SJWs, effeminate, and smarks. Like, they don't listen to the casuals anymore. And also there's no more billions and billions anymore. You see, back in the day, you know, you had like 7 million people watching Raw every week or watching SmackDown every week. These days, not that much. There's not that much people watching. Because you see, the problem with WWE is they don't care what I want, and they don't care what you want. They care what the smarks want. See, the problem with Triple H and all them is they don't care what we want. At the end of the day, they're gonna care, and they're gonna do what they feel is right for their company, when in reality, what they want, what they think is good for the company, is actually killing the company. Look at the numbers. And they have to check those ratings every single day. They see the numbers. You know, Triple H sits there and says that it's better than it ever was. Really? Then look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. You realize why your ratings are so down. You realize why WWE ratings are so down. The fact to the point where they're bringing back part-timers. You see, let me prove that WWE is in a bad position right now. When you bring back The Undertaker and Goldberg, and you bring back all these people, you bring back Batista, and they can't make ratings for you, you know that there's something wrong. When you bring back Stone Cold Steve Austin, when you have Stone Cold Steve Austin hinting a return match against AJ Styles, or hinting a match against Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins, then you know, and you can't get ratings out of that. Like, if you can't get ratings of a Stone Cold Steve Austin on a show, then that proves that your company died. That proves that nothing could fix this company. And don't give me that bullshit about having the rating change the show. The rating is not gonna do anything for the show. Like, changing the rating from PG to TV-14 is not gonna do anything. It's not. I don't care who says anything. WCW was PG, and they didn't do that. Like, their ratings were not that down. You see, you would say, oh, but in the Attitude Era, they had bad ratings, so why are you not... You know, you would hear people say, okay, what about the Attitude Era? Did you see the ratings in the Attitude Era? So what the fuck are you talking about? You know the way smarks are. But, you see, in the fucking Attitude Era, in 1998, WWE was feuding with WCW. They were on the same night at the same time. Ratings would go back and forth. Did you see what happened when WCW was out of the picture? WWE ratings went up. They went up. Like, that's the excuse that people give. What about the ratings in a couple months? What about that? What about those fucking ratings? You know the way the smart talk. But you see, they were... No. There's no fucking feud between AEW and WWE. Don't give me that fucking bullshit. Smarks are so fucking retarded. They're so fucking retarded. AEW and WWE are not on the same time. There's no such thing as the Tuesday Night Wars, Wednesday Night Wars, Thursday Night. It's not. You're never gonna redo that with two gay companies that don't know anything about wrestling. You're not gonna do that, because at least with WCW they had stars. You know, they had stars. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. It's not gonna work these days. The Monday Night Wars are over. WWE won the Monday Night Wars, or they bought their competition. Seriously, WCW 2000 and 2001 is better than this bullshit that we're getting today. At least back then, yeah, the company sucked more dick than Selena Gomez, but at least the fucking company sat there and they gave people what they want to see. Hell, even fucking what's his name? David Arquette was a better champion than Kevin Owens was ever. David Arquette made more ratings than fucking Kevin Owens. Then David Arquette was a better champion than Seth Rollins. Like, seriously, I don't know why Vince Russo would sit there and talk about bad booking. Like, okay, I like Vince Russo. He's kind of telling the truth about some things that WWE does wrong, but to sit there and, you know, say that WWE has bad booking and they don't know how to book. Look, Vince, look who's talking about bad booking. You killed WCW, which WCW killed themselves because they would just depend on the same people over and over again. Because you see, after Hogan left WCW, after Eddie Guerrero, after all them left WCW, you knew the company was dying. Like, but even WCW 2000 and 2001 was better than this. 2001 era of WCW was one of the worst of WCW, but it was better than this. Like, I'm just lost for words. Like, I don't even know what to tell you guys anymore. Like, I don't even know what to tell you guys anymore, because these people are so fucking stupid. Look at the fucking ratings of WWE today. You have to go to the mid-90s to find ratings this low. And even back then, even back in the day, was better. Like, even in the fucking Attitude Era. But you see, the difference between the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era is you had people that were good. You had good stars. Like, and not to mention, WWE ruins people. They try to ruin good wrestlers. They ruined Kurt Angle. Like, how does Kurt Angle go from being a pedophile rapist to a milk drinking goofball? Like, seriously, guys, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't even know. And I was gonna talk about WWE 2K20, but they at least they're putting out some information about the game. Like, they're not putting a lot of information. We still haven't had roster reveal and stuff like that. I don't, you see, I'm so fucking confused that I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Seriously, I do not know what I'm fucking saying anymore. This fucking company is going to the fucking dogs. This fucking company, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, seriously, I do not know what I'm saying, guys. I do not know what I'm saying. What do you want me to say? Like, you watch how people, oh, his rants are not legitimate anymore. What do you want me to say? Look, I did not say, what could I tell you in this video that I didn't tell you in those other videos? Like, I didn't say anything in this video that I didn't say in video that I made before this. But yeah, fuck this LGBT community bullshit. Facebook and Twitter completely fucking suck. Maximillianmus has the rights to be homophobic, or, you know, he has the rights to say what he wants. Fuck the LGBT community. You know, I don't give a fuck about gays. Fuck them. I'm gonna play the hell out of WWE 2K. I won't play the hell out of WWE 2K20 because I'm still interested in 2K19, because I still got stuff on 2K19 that I, you know, enjoy. But I did hear that you could import, they want to do where you could import superstars. Now, if WWE 2K20 gives us that option to import stars from like other 2Ks, like 17, 15, you know, that would actually be good, because I would actually import Del Rio, Khali, CM Punk, you know, my custom characters, and, you know, I will import a lot of stars. Hopefully WWE 2K20 gives us that option where you could import characters from every single 2K, because that means you could go to 2K14 and you could take Yokozuna and King Kong Bundy. Now, and you know I would import Del Rio, because Del Rio comes in kind of handy when you need a jobber. You know what I'm trying to say? And then you have Del Rio. Do I have to tell you everything about why I hate Alberto Del Rio? Again, fuck Alberto Del Rio. But he does need to be in these games, because you see, the problem with Del Rio is he won't care. He wouldn't care if the WWE puts him in the game. See, he wouldn't care if WWE puts him in the game. CM Punk, you see, CM Punk is gonna have to understand that you can't always sue WWE when they do something. Like, all right, they put you in the game. Who gives a fuck? Like, it's not like they're gonna scan you. It's like they're importing you. The game is based on 20 years of SmackDown. So you know they're gonna put the feud between Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. They're gonna do, and they better give us a retro Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle. They better give us young versions of everybody. Like, cause I don't like playing as the old versions. Like, I don't like the Kurt Angle that they gave us from 2K18 and 19 is the 2006 Kurt Angle, almost the end of his career. Like, I don't understand that. I do not understand that. Like, this is the end of your career. So yeah, like 2006 was the last days of Kurt Angle in WWE, and then he went to TNA. Like, you know, maybe if Kurt Angle didn't stay all those years in TNA, he would have a better career. But I don't know. You see, I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. I don't. When Kurt Angle left WWE in 2006, it was kind of boring. Like, when Kurt Angle went to TNA, like, kind of boring, guys. Hell, even when Jeff Hardy was vanished from WWE and went to TNA, 2010 was not a good year for WWE. There was a lot of years that wasn't good for WWE, but it was better than this. Like, but yeah, guys, I just want to say, I don't know what to tell you guys anymore, but thanks for joining us.